All right. There we go. So yeah, we've got bronze, but as I put it, at what cost? Some of the messiest belt management I have. This is all because like I had tried to set up a bunch and then realized I didn't have. I'm stuck. I didn't have enough generators set up to be able to handle a 100% complete setup. Okay, he's just hanging out here. But well, first off, I've reached phase 2. Let me head back over to the hub. Actually, can I build another one? No, you can only build one. And 2, nice. All right, so we've got phase 1 complete. All the milestones in tier 1 and tier 2, they're all gone, or all done. Tier 3, I've gotten the first 2, which is molten metals, which gets us the flexible blast furnace, which lets you melt stuff down, and the reformer, which is for like casting stuff back down into ingots. And the very nice thing that I've gotten from this, ooh, I'm dropping frames. It's probably fair, but I turn graphics down a little bit. And I can probably turn off. Oh, where is it? Huh. Let's throw that on. Is it in here? Upscaling method, frame generation. Ah. Okay. Whoa, okay. So, I think stuff's a little brighter and a little more washed out now, but more important to keep that a little more stable there. All right, so, ooh, that was bad on my end. What the heck? Put LOD distance back up a little bit. Review distance. All right. Oh, can I just turn on frame limit? Max FPS. Good. Let's take it at 60. That should help. All right. So obviously I got Blade Runners. They've helped a lot. Okay, got the Windows Mark 1 Blueprint Designer done. Got through all these. So we got stuff for advanced sorting, so we can deal with zinc now. It also unlocked so silica, zinc plates, solar cells, and solar panels. And as you saw over here, I finally got copper automated. It's not done well. But coming out of here, this makes 96 crushed copper per minute, meaning it on its own needs a tier 3 belt, or tier 2 belt. It looks like, yeah, my copper sheets have filled up. But literally just the magnesium on its own requires a tier 2 belt, and the magnesium and the crushed gang together completely fill a tier 2 belt. So currently I've just got stuff getting sunk here. The problem is that you use the crushed magnesium to make magnesium granules. You use the crushed gang to make coarse sand. Then you use the sand. Either you mix it with magnesium granules to get silica directly, or you use it to make glass. The silica you combine it with zinc plates in order to get solar cells. Which, that's meant for when you're doing solar panels. I'm not currently doing solar panels, but I did get power sorted out. So, actually, let me go back really quick. So right here is in tier 2 here. So advanced biomass energy. This is where you get access to pipes in this. Pipeline, mini water extractor, the filtrator, which I'll go over. But then right here. So there's the boiler platform, which you put the solid biomass heater on top of it. Then you put the boiler Mark 1 on top of that. The idea is that you would then use that to, you'd pump biomass into the heater and water into the boiler and turn that into steam to then spin a turbine. Then when the steam is cooled and has like lost a lot of the energy, then it goes through the steam stack, which just voids it, just gets rid of it. And then the CO2 that comes from burning it goes into the flue gas stack, which is used for flue gas, natural gas, air, and toxic air. But it's a whole bunch of stuff. But notice how it's the heater, the boiler, and the chimneys. The turbine is over here. And remember, these two are available in tier 1, these two are tier 2. Like, these are like phase 1 complete, these are like tier 0 complete. So you get access to, like, mainly it's for, you get access to the algal mass, but you can't use it fully until here, which requires brass. Because you need the turbine, the generator, and the converter platform, so it's that you put the platform down and then you put both of these, you get your power. I misunderstood it, and I thought that just meant like, oh, if I don't have the turbine, it's worthless. Well, no. You just pump it in, and then it goes from here into a constructor, because each of these makes 60. Together, that makes the 120 biomass to get 60 biofuel out. Which means with the 3 algae nodes, I can supply 45 biomass burners. This is 4 rows of 10, and then I got 5 over here that aren't hooked up. And that's mainly because I want to like fully like saturate, like just completely fill up all of these. So that way there's never any like fluctuation in power. The main problem from this is I don't have anything that uses water yet. And if I have nothing that uses water, that means I have to just keep coming over and draining the buffers. Earlier I came by and I came over, all those were, I had yellow lights. So they were idle because this was backed up on water, so it couldn't use any of the green water. And this was then full of green water, so it couldn't pass anything on. But we've got, I think, 1,000 megawatts. 1,200 megawatts. If I got the other 5 turned on, then I'd have like, what, 1,350, I think? I'd have a lot. But it really just means I need to get everything set up for the turbines. And I want to do 2 things for that. I'm going to be skipping steel for a minute to head over for hydroelectric power. But before that, I want to do basic ore washing because this gives me access to like literally just 2 washing ores. So it's that you, I think it's crush it. Was it crush wash? It's been a while, so I forget the specifics. But then I'll get hydroelectric power, which should give me much better and much more stable power because this generates 300, which means 4 of those is equivalent to everything I have set up currently. And if this makes enough like water and everything to like sustain itself, that's fantastic. We've got the, where is it? The mini water extractor, which can just go down here and they snap together better than normal ones. But to do both of those, I need to get brass set up. And normally, let me get them placed down. So it'd be blast furnace, reformer, I need cables. Those are bus bars. Okay. Where's that's input? So I think it would normally be this. So cast brass. Ah, yeah, actually, I was wrong. And is this? Blast furnace is not one of them. Okay. Okay, so it's the cooler. And then it would be 3 blast furnaces. I don't have enough for the 3rd. But to make molten brass... Oh, wait, no, it's just 1. Or, no, it's 2. So it would be 1 of these making molten copper. By taking in 20 crushed copper to make... Well, to make 10 cubic meters... Yeah, 10 cubic meters of molten copper, yeah. Then molten brass, so I pipe in the molten copper from here, and then I get zinc from a larisite node, so it's 1 over there, a couple over that way. You then just crush it, sort it, put it in here to make the brass. The problem is you then also need water, and the area where I want to be building this has like 2 little puddles, or I'd have to go off the cliff and then use a bunch of pumps to get it up the cliff. Because there's a copper node like here, here. Then there's a like tin/iron node here, then 3 along there. and a pure zinc node here and here. There's also another one that's like somewhere over here where it's like normal. So there's not a lot of water over there, which is why I got really lucky when I got this alternate. All I need to do is melt down copper and melt down tin, and then input zinc, and I get brass and bronze. Meaning instead of being melt it down, mix the molten copper with zinc, and then get water to cool it, it's just melt down 2 different metals and then input a third one. And I just get the ingots out. I believe it goes on 2 separate outputs. Yeah. So we have 2 fluid inputs and a solid input. And same thing again, and then like 2 fluid inputs, solid input. Blast furnaces have 2 liquid outputs, but the cooler has 1 liquid output and 2 item outputs. So actually, I need to put that back, because I need to check. So you're going to tin, you're going to copper. 120 in turns into 60. 120 turns into grid. It's 100 tin? Jeez. Which means I need fewer tin than I have. Oh, jeez. So I think I need to base this off of the copper I can input. All right, so copper, open wiki, produced in the sorter, 96 per minute. Ooh. $96 per minute. 96 times 2, that's 192. I'd only need 2 of these, and one of them wouldn't be getting supplied consistently. Uh, 192. Divide that by... Wait, no. You get half of it out, so 192 divided by 2. So I get 96 out, yeah. Wait. Yes, 96 units out. That's... what, 2.5-ish? 96 divided by 36? 2 2/3. So it'd be 2 blast furnaces just for copper. 3 coolers. 3 reformers. Which means 3 reformers, each taking 30 tin per minute. One of them actually taking less. Means I'm actually going to be using 80 tin per minute. This is still too much. Let's see, how much crushed tin would I be getting per minute? Produced 60. So if like off of 2 nodes, like 2 iron nodes. Actually, hang on. So it's 120 going in. If I want to intentionally produce 80, what do I need to do? Just need to go down by a 5th. Need to input 90? 96, okay. So inputting that same amount that I would be getting of same amount I would be getting for copper. To get the 80, to then run these. Okay, it's 2 3/4, so I need, is that also 96 zinc? Okay, not crushed zinc, zinc ingots, I think is what it says. Okay. Oh, no, show it to me in the wiki. $15, 24 turns into 15. I get 96. It's 4 of them, right? That goes into 4 smelters, which means I'm getting 60. I think that means I have to run it off 2 of them. Wait, what? Why does... Crushed Larisite has a worse ratio. Where's the crusher? So 60 ore in makes 40, where this is 60 makes 60, 60 makes 60. That's a different thing. 60 to 60. Sand goes like, it cuts it in half. Magnesium granules only loses a little bit. Dang. This brief thing on the filtrator is you input a liquid and then it goes into the filtrator and it turns into another liquid and then a bunch of outputs, and all the outputs come out of one thing. Before 1.0, this would output, I think it was just biomass and leaves. So you had to get faster belts because this would make a ton of stuff per minute. It would make way more than 60 per minute. And you needed and you also needed smart splitters to be able to sort it to biomass and leaves, so then keep making biomass into fuel and the leaves into biomass, then into fuel. They've fixed that and made it better, and now this just runs off of a tier 1 belt on its own. Wastewater here, I think is... Oh, okay, this is from washing ores. You get some leftover stuff, which gets you like zinc, caterium, is that iron? No, nickel and cobalt. Slug slime, which is its own separate thing that I'm probably not going to get into for a while. Tailings, I think is... I believe this is off of the... the smelting upgrade? Like if you put the smelting upgrade on a modular miner, it outputs ingots directly, but then you have to deal with this like byproduct. And then flue gas is currently I can only make it from this, but you can then, I believe you can get rid of it in the chimney, or you can combine it with the crushed gang to get sulfurous gas. Wait, energy value? Oh, that probably gets used in one of the later turbines. Then sulfur and cold slag. Which, if that actually... Ooh. What do I need for a smelter module? Okay. I pick these guys up. I want... I say it was 2... Yeah, 2 of these for copper, 1 for tin. I don't need any for zinc. I need 3 of these. Gonna need at least 1 more modular miner. Yeah, this gives the tailings slurry. So that would give me... Let me go make the portable miner really quick. Nope, it's over here. Because if I can make one... I just need to know how much zinc I'd be getting out of it. Actually, I can slap it down over here. I don't have the tin sheets. Oh, and I don't have a backlog anymore because this thing's not hooked up that way. But that's the only one I needed. So I guess I do have a backlog then. Yeah. Normal. Pure. So modular miner. Mining head. Smelter module. So now that means you output... You output tin? What? Where is it? That's something I might need to change. Let me double check my spelling on this. Larru. It's an extra S. So yeah, it literally says zinc, silica, traces of lead. Tin. Oh, hey. Hang on. That's the smelter module. Okay, so that's part of having a module, like an upgrade on it. Is it gets to have that unlocked. I believe overclocking is here. And I'm not sure what's over here. That might be the fluid. Because it always has a fluid input right here. Even though some stuff doesn't use fluids for a while. What? Hang on. Make sure I get that. Which that means I can't use it. Which means I do have to have a sorter set up. Dang. See, the thing I keep forgetting about is I could easily just craft whatever parts I need over here. I don't need to be going back and forth. Because I have crafting table, and that is like the only thing I actually have to worry about. This is the northern pond. Okay. So I need... That's 60 out. Yeah, 60 out both ways, which means I need 2 crushers, 2 sorters. No, 2 crushers, sorter. Over here is where I'm going to run into the issue. All right, while we do that, okay. So we need miner, drill head. It's not powered, so it hasn't updated to be 60 yet. If I could throw down 1 crusher, apparently not. That crushed down. Oh yeah, I'm actually able to make... Oh no, the only reason I'm able to make a bunch of belt drives right now is because of the rotors I've gotten from drop pods. right. So we need an iron wire. Get some rods back. Okay, crusher. Let's get you lined up temporarily. So if you make crushed larisite, yeah, it's 60 into 40, so that's 2 of them. Rods and plates. Also, I don't know where it went, but the other iron plate recipe, if it's the like 3 to 2, is just missing. I was making rods so I could make screws. All right, we're also crushed larisite. So both of you making those, which is then going to go into sorter, except the sorter wants a third one of these, which is going to have to come from up there. How much is in that? Fair amount. But before actually making this, I want to go ahead and get foundations laid. Oh, wait a minute. If I remember, yeah, that's the only way to get them. Okay, so the only way to actually get, well, to get the bronze pipes that you need for bronze frames requires that you go through. You have to put ingots through the foundry. Okay. I can pick up those frames I need. Alright, a quick wire and Caterium heat sinks. I'm gonna just put these back on there to make sure. Actually, 2 of them. 3 crushers to 1 sorter. And then, oh, how many smelters do we need for that? Crushed zinc. 96 per minute, and it gets smelted. 24, because that's 4 smelters. If we go through that. Hang on. run back to base really quick. This is why I don't like not having access to the hub. I have to check something. I have to check when I got this unlocked. I think a car would be nice. So I'm pretty sure it was from a milestone, not research. Okay, which milestone gave it to me? Yeah, okay, it was that one. Where is text? Yeah. Resource. Ooh. Oh. See, normally holding shift like that would be keeping it scaled. That looks real bad. Oh, then in here, increase font size. There we go. What was it? There we go. Okay. Okay, came back for that. Is there anything I need before I go back over there? I think it was the heat sinks. Deuterium heatsink is plates and copper bus bars. Deuterium plates. Where is... Oh, actually, I suppose I need to submit that in here. All right, that comes back. Actually, let me get these crafting. And while we wait on those, I will submit bug reports. Uh, Smelter module on a fire site node gives... Wait, what? I was kind of all three of those. Probably, yeah, probably more bug. Only mentioned zinc, silica, and lead. Yeah, it was lead, right? Yes, lead. Zinc, silica, and lead. really quick. I have an open iron node over here really quick. If I slap this down, I give it a mining head. This is a pure, so it'd be making 60. Smelter module would also be making 60. So that gets 1 to 1. Can I still afford all those? Really hope so. So that means that you miss out on ore doubling. Then again, if it actually worked, that would be in my favor because I could get more zinc than I normally would from Polarisite. Okay. Only I could spell properly. Really quick, need to check. Hmm, depends. Is there a update to the mod? That away. That should be plenty of those. Do I have everything for that? Not the bronze beams, apparently. I I needed 50 of those, didn't I? I'm just gonna take that with me. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Okay, I managed to touch enough walls to save myself. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that uses 45 per minute. I forgot. Oh, that means tin was the problem. Yeah, tin must have backed up first. Oh, no, I don't know if it's been backed up for too long. That's actually still full. Okay, so it was about to be a problem. Ah, no, that's why it wasn't a problem yet, because that was full. Special, throw down ma'am. Actually, can I just build another? Didn't need to pick it up. I need to have 50 of them. Probably could have grabbed them out of the... Actually, no, I couldn't have gotten it out of the smelter. I hope that just means I'm not allowed to see it yet, not that it's broken. All right. Pick up these. How many frames do I have? A few hundred, that's good. Okay. So let's get everything picked up. Actually, I should be able to... Okay, I'm missing... Yeah, if everything's able to be handled by such a small system there. Which, oh yeah, another thing I found out. So let's say I pick up all this crushed kaolinite, and I take all of it out of there. This machine is no longer running, so it shouldn't be using any power. Let me cut these guys off from power. Oh wait, because the cutoff thing. Machines that they're idling still use 0.1 power, like 0.1 megawatts. Okay, I'll allow the concrete to keep going. These should have plenty of copper in them still. Yeah. Actually, where's... That's the outgoing connection. If I do that, then literally just the power is on. It is using 0.3 because each of the constructors is idle. Now I should actually disconnect these guys. Actually, no, don't deconstruct the leaf container. That's going to have too many leaves. Okay, get rid of all the ore. All the ore. That. I can get rid of this single piece of wood. Hello? There we go. Okay. These are all off, which means break down everything except for the storage containers. Oh, that is a storage container. I'll let that fill up. Nope, that was the last of it. Okay. How much do I have in here? Not much. I don't need one Caterium ingot. What do you have? Oh, that's fine. Okay. It doesn't mean save color. Oh, I forgot I got this. Okay, builder. Foundations. So my option is concrete and screws, or plates, concrete, and sheets. I can make like 200 of these, or I can make 100 of these. Okay, so the fix-it foundations are cheaper. Dang. Production, modular miner. Oh, I have to be looking at the ground. That should be squared off. Why does it look like that? extra quality. Please put that back. Why do you look like this? Like, that's fine. That's got details. I can see the scratches on it. Oh, there we go. Placing a new one fixed it. Okay. So new crafting bench can go there. That one's going to go away. I don't think I need any of these power lines. All right. I think I need maybe 2 more rows. Blueprints, I do have 1. Which is a crusher and sorter combo. Dang. Might want that like 1 farther away. You're making siderite. You're making siderite. You are going to make crushed iron. So iron's going to be coming out of here. And unfortunately, I really don't need the iron right now. I do need to make some more of these. Very unfortunate, but I actually do need them. That was it. The blueprint was like exactly too small for me to be able to fit this in here. Right, that's stone already dealt with. Tin is the one I'm looking for. Did I have that right? 60 per minute. Melts. Ooh, I need 2 of them. I just assumed it was going to be giving me a lot. I was wrong. You connects to you, connects to you, connects to you. It's probably easier if I just use this one. Oh, I have to use a separate container entirely. I either need level 3 belts or I need to use 2 separate awesome sink storages. Take this. Oh, I never put the mining head on that. Which means you get the blueprint as well. Does it also not line up? belts, upgrade that to level 2. So that'll deal with those. Now I need the blast furnace. Action, blast furnace. I am 1 quick wire short. Oh, I don't even have Caterium on me. How am I 1 Caterium short? I picked up a bunch of stuff. Or did I just never craft more? So yeah, this is the problem with how the... Was it the fluid module is in the sulfur tree? Because the fluid module being there stops me from progressing down the sulfur tree, which means I can't automate either of the 2 Caterium nodes that are close to base. I'm not picking anything up, am I? I need to go deposit stuff. Why do I have so much copper? Actually, the tin is useful for right now. Yeah, for now. I can go back and grab that. I need to not jump off the cliff this time. I walk off of it instead. Okay. Workbench. I really should only have 3 on there. Because every time I do this, it's like I crush them down. I crush down 1,000, except I can only do it in multiples of 3, which means one of them is left out. And then because I have 999 and it uses 5 to 3, that means that 4 of them end up not getting used. So all because I'm not using a multiple of 3, I end up wasting 2 extra inventory spaces. Whole bunch of rods. And a whole bunch of wire. That's not even a stack. All right. Blast furnace. I think I want to route the tin over first. Right, 60 per minute. Yeah, 60. Which means I think I can from here. It's a decent spot. I want this to wrap around pretty tight. Actually, I'll pick that up and that. Merger. Could I have scooted that any closer? No, that's as close as it wanted to put it. Okay. Why is that floating? Or if I just place the merger here. Oh no, the whole thing is I want to avoid, I want to like minimize the amount of tier 2s I have to use. Okay, production, blast furnace, spin it around. That should be good. Get one of these. Oh, the other side. Logistics. Merger, pointing in. Mark 2 belts, back down to Mark 1. You will be making molten tin. It will occasionally be clogging on tin, just because I won't be able to overclock the other one. Now this is where the problem is. I don't know which one the copper is going to be coming out of. Okay, connect you and you. How much does this need? 111, which means already. Oh, this isn't even you. This hasn't even connected these. It sinks. So literally just off of this, which doesn't even deal with the... Like, I'm not even dealing with the crushed stone yet, which actually I need to swap this. Merger. So this needs to be going that way. Another merger. And there. I could have placed that better. Bear lift. Point it directly out. Merger heading out that way. throw merger there. Into there. There we go. That's gonna be way too much because this is making 90, that's making 90, that's making more than I can handle. Okay. But literally just off of this, that's 126. That is 5 biomass burners. Okay, how many copper rods can I make really quick? If only I didn't throw away all the copper ingots. Galvanite. That all to myself. I'm gonna go to 60, because that should give me the multiple of 3, 4, and 5. So it doesn't matter what numbers it uses, I should be able to use all of it. Oh, only needed 3 and 2, okay. Well, 3 and 2, and then whatever the rod ends up being. 2 once again, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on really quick. Okay, that should be plenty to get back to base from. If anything, I might run out of... I think I would run out of screws before this. Too far. There we go. Reached here. So this wants like 120. How much can I spare? Way more than that. That's... It should be tin up and running now. Actually, this will help me a lot with not wandering off into the woods and then falling off a cliff. Though if I do set up trucks, this one's going to be in the way of the road. And so will that one. Oh, I didn't set the recipes on these two. You're crushing iron. And you are also crushing iron. And you are sorting iron. Oh, you already know that. Okay. That's the tin. Flowing in. You should be getting your first bits of stereotype right now. I need to actually put the... Hang on. Get rid of that. Does that connect still? If I grab that, does that move? No. Okay, that should be working now. Production. If I put right there. Sonic Crusher Constructor. Is that lined up? Might be one more. Which means connect you up to power. Connect another line over here. That's working. Okay. This does need to be a tier 2, I think. Yeah, it's 90 going in. All right. And this is where I should actually put it back to how it used to be. Get you going that way. Give me a merger. Yeah, not that way. Forgot it needs to be that. That. So that it's able to input to there. Can I do all the way from here to here? I can. Good. I see the constructor. I tell you you're concrete and I hook you up. Does this just start working? No, got plates. No, it's off by 1. Okay, center it, and I should be able to see, yeah, that part. So you're powered, and now you know your recipe. Are you working now? No, so this does have to be placed afterward. Ah, this is where I was wrong. Well, am wrong. That needs to be 2 of them. each of those requires 2. But okay, are you tin? And you are nothing. Okay, good. So left is primary output. Okay, I need to... Honestly, yeah, go ahead and let it clog on stone. Because that has to be done differently. Okay. Primary output is on left. Which means it is working the same way as the crushers and the sorters. Okay. That's literally just the tin. I need to go up there now. Can I make a good ramp? Probably has to be around the back. Oh, one moment. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Guess who forgot to clean out inventory? I don't need brought ore. I think I can scan for quartz, can't I? Yeah. But I don't need to hold on to 10. I just want to get rid of all like the tall bushes. Actually, wait a second. Where's the... Where's... Oh, no. Really? Way down here. Gotta get rid of this no matter what. This... Ah, it's peat. I need bog. So yeah, there's 3 different types of dirt. There's dirt, peat soil, and bog earth. And I need the bog earth. And I think honestly it's gonna be better for me if I just build around the cliff. What is that? Oh. I'll go 2 meters. That one. Now, the real question is... Oh, come on. Should I do all the processing over here, or do all the processing on the other side? Actually, I only need 1 single... Yeah. I only need 1... crusher to provide the sorter over here enough. We're working out this way. I need to be much more careful with that, because I don't have many more iron sheets. And if I had a little less, you know, I could probably actually turn these into ramps. 2-meter ramps. That high enough? 1 more. Then 1 here to help prevent me from falling into the abyss. All right. What would I even need for a car? Because I think the trucks I think the truck milestone requires steel. Which, oh yeah, one thing. Logistics. So there's clean pipeline Mark 1. So I should only have access to Mark 1 pipes right now. From the awesome shop, I got clean pipeline Mark 2. I was also able to buy Mark 2, like clean Mark 2 and clean Mark 3. I don't know why. But also the Mark 3 clean pipeline. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, as soon as I hit space to try to jump. The Mark 3 is cheaper than the Mark 2. Like for whether I do like regular or clean, the Mark 1 costs the same. Of copper sheet and iron wire. The clean Mark 2 requires brass pipes, steel bolts, and steel rods. The Mark 3 is the same amount of brass pipes and steel bolts, but no steel rods. Meaning, as soon as I have steel and brass, I'm just going to be using Mark 3s. Okay. What was it? This was for ore washing. Mark 3 logistics. There it is. So this requires 75 brass plates, 50 brass pipes, 50 steel pipes. So actually, I do happen to have that from a crashed drop pod. I can have some steel beams. Don't have the bolts. Hydroelectric power. Advanced infrastructure, hypertubes. I do think I want that as my better priority. But either way, I still need brass setup. Okay. How stressed is it currently? Not at all. Okay, the blast furnace. That's the 2 more for copper. The reformers would be fine. I can grab reinforced plates from here. Here. Feed it that. Actually, I just realized, is this using a tier 2 belt over here? Oh, I forgot. No, I did it a funny way where it's everything goes through to this. Yep. This gets supplied, excess spills over. How much is in here? Almost a full container, not bad. Okay. Let me chuck in. Actually, forgot about that. Anything I can scan currently before I put in a hard drive. I don't have SAM fluctuators. I don't have SAM. I don't have SAM fluctuators or computers or circuit boards. I don't have quartz automated yet. I need 10 more berries, or no, 10 more pistachios. I don't have oil set up yet. I don't have the bog. I don't have seeds farmed. I don't have zinc automated yet. I could do that. Ammonium, give me that. That will help. I'm hoping that's another heavy modular frame thing. That requires solder and oil, which I don't have yet. I don't know why I can see that already. And sulfur I can't see. Which means hard drive. I'll keep the other one on me. Let me use the blue slug DNA I have. So I do want to carry that. I don't want to carry the tickets. I don't know why I have so many pipes over here. Ooh, that is going to clog for a second. Should be alright. Yeah. Yeah, if I clear a couple extra slots, we'll be good. Okay. It's a little more space available. Put away that, put away all the slug DNA, put away Mercer Sphere, get rid of the crushed ore, put away the stinger parts. Yeah. Should be good for now. What do I need for the zip line? A lot of tin plates, a lot of screws, a lot of quick wire. Three stacks should be good. Is this thing, I have wood on me? Yes, I do, apparently. Screws and plates should all be over here. Screws are all right in here. Oh, it's almost filled the first container. That's actually really troubling how fast that went. So that easily could have ended up crafting a second one. And I do not want to waste stuff on extra bits of equipment. But yeah, so before full release of Satisfactory, I had added a mod to Satisfactory Plus, so I was able to actually go faster on ziplines. Because it did make it faster than this. It's also like when you're going uphill, you're a little bit slower. So once I hit this one, I'll actually be going a little faster. Not much, but just a little bit. It's also part of why I like kind of like zigzag with the poles a little bit. All right. I am really hoping I'm able to get like one heavy modular frame from like loot or something, so I can get nobelisks to crack open the rocks, because so the node right here, and then there's another one that's like right here, right next to base. Both of those have rocks on them. I forgot to pick up iron sheets, which was the reason I went back. I may actually just be faster sliding. So I need nobelisks for me to be able to crack open the ore nodes. It's why like the waypoint I have there is please no rocks, because the other two Caterium nodes that are nearby are both turned, like they're both covered by a rock. Now it's a third one that it's not super far away, it's not bad, it's just not amazing. Because I'll have to like bridge over a bunch of stuff and like try to level out the area a bit. Okay, I think I have a container still full of iron sheets over here. Oh, right here. Not sheets, but a bunch of plates. I don't need this making rods anymore. Should be good. I would like to clear this out of my inventory. And I can hand the rest of this without it leaving some behind in my inventory this time. And I'm going to grab some from the container over here. Because while it is very slow, it will still eventually fill up. And I think I needed plates. Oh no, I have a container full of plates right here. And I completely forgot. This is just making sheets and I just never put a container on the end of it. I think I did that because I was running low on like my power capacity. But why? But why? Why did he have them? This is a funny way of being able to split stuff. Actually, yeah, let me swap those. So I guess put those away. I don't know. Why did he have them? Why is that an option to get something? Like, to get those right now? How many tickets do I have? 5 more. Hard drive is done. Cast screws, rolled bronze pipes. Hang on, I need to check that. Bronze. Okay, bronze ingot is 12 and 5, or 36 per minute and 15 per minute. It would simplify it and mean that I don't have to have other stuff. And put in that last hard drive. I will grab whatever sheets are in here. Actually, I should grab whatever's in here. And let's get over there. Big platform. Apparently I need iron wire. I've got iron rods I can use to make it. Oh yeah, for the 3 crushers and 1 sorter, yep. Let's think, what else am I gonna need? So that's 3 crushers, 1 sorter. That's gonna give me sand and more crushed gang. If I route... Oh. Actually, hang on, I need to check that. It's Lyrosite, not Lazurite. Crushed Lyrosite is only used in making zinc. And it's only from sorting. Okay. It's a little larger. Grab a miner. Is that on the grid? Yes. Not gonna be able to use... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use the blueprint here, especially because I have to route in a 3rd thing. There we go. crusher. Get that close to lined up. Other one goes next to it. So you are crushing laterite. You are also crushing laterite. Each is making 40 per minute. Ooh. That's not great. Ew. Then the crushed laterite, that's gonna make sand and then more crushed gang. Man. So you go into making zinc ingots, which goes into... Okay, they just get flattened into plates, not plating it like how tin plates go. Much? Oh, it's making 40 there as well. And if I want to minimize my usage of tier 2 belts, then I need to have even more. Production, that means I need the sorter to be up here. This is where I need the iron wire. That down over there, because I'm going to need to make the portable miners for this. Production, sorter. Okay, never mind. So this one is going to be outputting the zinc. That one's also outputting the zinc. I need to balance this, which means I need mergers going to each of these. Then a splitter here. Oh, is it all too close together? That's bad. Okay, so I might as well find out what's in the drop pod. Okay, there's a... Oh... That's really unfortunate. No way he's... Oh, this is the bad one. I forgot. Oh, no, those are spitters. How far away can I lead him? Come on. Don't throw rocks at me. Come on. Can he not swim? Yeah, he can't swim. So hopefully, I mean, he's still throwing rocks, but hopefully he's content to hang out over there. Okay, see at least 2 hatchers. That one's the third. I think this is where they start sensing you. Is that computer? I think it is. That's a motor. There's status. That's a nuke Nautilus? Oh, yay. Okay. So long as I stay crouched. Good. 70 stators. Oh. 54 gas Nobelisks. 65 circuit boards. Wasn't there a research? Oh. I think I was encased beams there. Come on. Wait, wasn't there a research that was going to ask me for, that was asking me for circuit boards and computers? Ooh, please don't jump. Oh, that was, oh, that would have been it. Ooh. I could get that to work. That might actually be the route. Get to here. Come on. Oh. Right there. This might be far enough. Okay, it was far enough that they didn't wake up and attack me. If I can maintain speed. Oh. Please. Come on, it's right there. No, they're awake. See, what's a real shame is that the I now have a type of Nobelisk. I don't even know if it works for blowing stuff up. Ooh, nope. This is the exact reason why I don't like hatchers. Or it's the reason why I don't like those specific hatchers. Because other ones, you can just walk up to them. And they're good. That's not good. That up.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. It is unclear where on the flora or fauna spectrum it lies, but initial data suggests this might be a nest or an egg. Preserve the remains for later study.
I think I need a few berries. Okay. 5 spare now. Okay, put that back on. That was the hog. Gonna break those. Over the loot cache. Okay. Voters. Hello? There we go. Yeah, not the most interesting. The thing I was trying to check is, do I have any, like, just like bits of ore other than these? I forgot, that's one of the gross ones. A single Caterium rod. Make space for computers, and I've already got a few beams on me. 3 isn't enough to risk the hog for. I think I have to just rotate around this way to get up. Apparently there's more bees. Oh, I forgot. Gotta go this way. Here we are. I think that's a purple up there. Yeah, it's a purple. Let's see, I think it was I was walking, yeah, I was walking backwards to place down another splitter. And forgot on, like, that I'm standing on an insanely high up platform. That should work. Really? It's only gonna be 60 going in on each. That was a really weird way it was trying to put that down. I guess I could put another sorter over here. Where it's like, this will go into 2 crushers. But one of the crushers just gets routed over. Why is it like this? Is that aligned? Yes. Get these trees out of here. Okay, is that... Yes, that is dangerous. Okay. So over here, production. Crusher. Surface 2. What? So while I was aiming there, surface 2 uneven. As soon as I lock the position so I can look around, it's not. Okay. So, it's the left side one. Actually, really quick. Mouse puppet's gonna align. On top of the hill. Yeah, because this was the one that was like way off in the corner. I don't want to have to like route that like over the other one and then like have stuff like flipping around and being weird. Try to bring this over here. I can have, which actually with all the crushed stone, oh, it has no magnesium granules. Is there a copper near there? Those don't count. That is not near. So what I could do is when I get those set up, then just send the magnesium granules back the other way. Because with magnesium granules and glass and zinc sheets, or not zinc sheets, zinc plates, I would be able to make solar panels. And I do think I need them, not necessarily for power, but I think for research. Okay, so this will be producing 196 zinc per minute, which means I would like to immediately split this. There's splitter. Inputting. Mark II belt. So that's going to turn it into, it's 96. That's going to turn into 49 each. If I had one AI limiter, I could turn... Don't I have two? No, I thought I had two. If I had an AI limiter, I could make this a smart splitter to mainline through, overflow out to the side, and have it go into... Yeah, that would work. I only need one. Cat sheets. I think I have cat plates on me currently. Those are rods. What am I doing? Almost used them up. Okay. Okay, that's enough for 2. But yeah, oh, didn't it say the research finished? And I thought I had a MAM over here. And I just cannot wait to get dimensional depots. Why? Cannot use in... Oh, cannot use in biomass burner. Can... Like, it's meant for the biomass heater, which means that's actually better for me. I don't have enough hatchers or stingers. I don't have enough. That. Those limiters. Okay. Get you. That back up. Logistics. Smart splitter. Receive from that side. Do any through forward. Overflow through left. Means now we'll allow 60 out per minute there. And the remaining however many... Okay, never mind. I need to get down here to do all my melting down. How many screws can I make? Probably more than enough. So I don't think I've actively needed iron rods for much. Plus, the reason I need a rod right now is literally just for the conveyor pull. Yeah, 241, 241. Okay, so it's the exact same materials. Okay, you have bronze, you should have bronze pipes, you should have concrete. I could connect that, and then I'll just start running. So sand's gonna come out of the right. If I put these down, everywhere that I have a conveyor pole, I should be able to connect to bring sand back this way. Probably skip that one. Remember how I said I should be able to make enough screws? That was wrong. Okay, that should be good. Alright, that's whatever I end up having down here. Surprised this hasn't... Ah, no mining head, that's why. Okay, over here is where I would get the 4 smelters. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Zinc ingot, copy, paste, paste, paste. Logistics, splitter. Ah. Dang. So I want a splitter, but I want it facing that way. And then I want a merger right here. So you receive, where you will then input. You send out from there into there. Like those, you. Because now, if I fit this like here, that should look decent. So now it'll bring everything down, try to send everything in. It should be able to feed into all 4 of these. Right, it was 96 up here. Yes. Which means now it's going to be 60 out. Merger. Line you up there. 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 Oh, come on, trying to get on there. Okay, so I've got the tin coming out. I've got the zinc, which means it's just the copper left. Wait, didn't start it. Now I can go. How? Okay. Given how close we are to the ore node, I probably want to go back a few. I think there's a foundation embedded in the ground now that I can't get to. That's only 4 here, and I dismantled 5. Let's be real about this. It is more of an incline than you'd think. But instead of doing super steep, I can just grab level 2. How well does that cover it? Pretty well, okay. Okay. Modular miner. Missing screws. Will I have enough rods at the end of this? So all the machines over here should be close enough together that I don't have to worry about routing items around, like needing to have the conveyor poles. It's like this one. Nope, didn't mean to do that. I can use the blueprint for her. How does this use 10? Okay, there's a... Oh, the sorter uses 10. Okay. Blueprint, crusher, sorter. Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but I built it backwards, so it thinks this is the front. This is heading in, right? Yeah. You are making colonite. You are also making colonite. You are making copper. Actually, hang on. This is the miner only. Yeah, the miner only has one connection. Oh, I really want the crusher module. Okay. Colonite. 96 crushed copper out. 80 crushed magnesium. So that's gonna be coming out of this side. How much space do I have? Oh, my ankle's broken. Okay, so I needed screws. I am still going to need to go back to base for materials, but... Awesome shop. So this is modded management. This is the normal one. I need you, and preferably you as well. I have 5 tickets. I can get the floor hole. What's weird is I can get, because here, like, I could also get the Mark III wall outlet. I just don't remember. Oh, yeah, it needs steel screws anyway, so it doesn't matter. If I can get hypertube floor hole.
As Fixit amply demonstrates, you can never have too much management.
I need 1 rod. I get this. Oh, no. Okay. I was thinking, like, would this carve a hole in it, and then I could just drop down? But no. But yeah, whole reason I want that is so I can get the crushed magnesium. And then I'll probably put it on the side as I try to send it out there. Dang, he got really far. Glad to see he is actually pathing and not just running directly away from me. That's... yeah, that's just an alpha hog, not a evil alpha hog. Now, I could throw down the reformer, although I want to get rid of all these. I think I'll just bring back a bunch of the bronze stick it in a container. Kind of slowly transfer all that away. This is nice Larzite. Did I already get the artifact out of here? No, I didn't. I think I have 7 at base if I can get. No, that was just 1. I have 2. If I get 1 more, I could. No, that's a shame. Oh, dang, it's been 3 hours. I think so. Get back to base, look over what I need, and then I think that'll probably be end of the stream. I'm a little tired. Grab those berries, because this might actually be enough for that research. Natural environment. Research. 5 more inventory slots? Okay. Pause the music. All right, so with hydroelectric power, so we just need brass and then getting modular frames set up, which is going to mean actually quick open wiki. So the way that we're getting bronze is from the red brass alternate, getting copper, getting tin, throwing with zinc in there, and then just gives us brass and bronze. Turn brass into brass pipes and brass plates, but it's just going to be send everything to become plates and then split off some to become pipes. That's all it's used for. Consumed in, oh, it's also going to be used for making the fan blades. Then pipes are going to be used for the 2 different pipes that I have, and then also a lot of the milestones currently. But those bronze beams are going to go into making the frames alongside reinforced plates, which means I'm going to be setting up one of those other iron nodes. Or actually, no, I just stop voiding most of it, I think. Because actually, if I can set it up properly... Actually, I have smart splitters now. I can set up... Ooh, it'll actually be better to do a separate node. Because while I am making more tin, like, ore than I need, I don't think that's going to be enough to keep up with the iron and then the bronze going into making the frames. I can try it just to see. But That will let me make the frames. Which will be very useful to be able to make stuff like the cooking hub and the fluid buffer. Speaking of which, before we continue, I need to dump them. Entire network, flush. Entire network, flush. Entire network, flush. So yeah, once I have the bronze set up, then I'll be able to get my hydroelectric power. With hydroelectric, I will then be able to swap out all of this. Swap out all this to use the burners, and then there's what I actually, for the heaters. So I can feed steam into the turbine, which will generate a lot more power. But the compact biomass here, open it in wiki instead. So we go buildings, solid biomass heater, maximum temperature 500 C. Yeah, burns fuel at a constant rate regardless of boiler status. Sometimes it may be necessary to sacrifice fuel to keep a power plant running. Yep. But being able to set that up to then run off of this. So yeah, makes 60 compact biofuel per minute. Can I make a burner really quick? Boiler platform. I need rods. Okay. Boiler platform. Biomass heater. Turn off the sound, please. I was hoping it would let me... okay, like, can I see more stuff now? You also stop making sound. See, I was hoping it would let me look at the valid fuels. If I split off one, uses 8 per minute. Oh, it's making noise again. If I can make one compact biomass, do I have the... I need literally just 2 pieces of biomass. Oh, do I need a... It has to be in an assembler, really? Okay. Get rid of the leaves. Maybe those. Drop the stators for a second. Yes, that is more efficient, yeah. So it means one of those per 10 seconds. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'll just have to look over what each thing needs. and like how much I'm gonna be able to put in there. But that may result in a lot of power. So there might be a giant box there soon. Forget that. What was it? So hydroelectric, ore washing. This whole area will hopefully be like redone by next time. Just because I want to have walkways. I want to have walkways. I don't want to have to keep like checking back on stuff. I think manufacturer, I think it's like right here. So I may have dimensional depots by next time. Because if I get ore washing and steel production and that advanced manufacturing, then that's just it. I just have access to... I'll be able to make SAM fluctuators. If I can make SAM fluctuators, then I get dimensional depots. And then my inventory will be much less cluttered. But also... I'll have heavy modular frames so I can finally get rid of the rocks and have Caterium. But that's where my other project parts are going to come from. I'll be able to get into the factory infrastructure Mark II. I'll be able to get the hardened mining head, which means everything's going to double. Advanced power infrastructure. Currently, these are just weird. I don't know why they give NA. This would just be nice to have while I'm going around. All right. That'll be the end.